Hello everyone and welcome to the fourth video of special discussion series. I'm your host Maruf and today with me as usual I have T.
Me, your boy T.
So this week we finally got the slated Nintendo Direct that got delayed unfortunately due to the earthquake in Hokkaido, Japan. And alongside that we also got the blog post, so we'll cover all of the posts chronologically or as a day we got the updates and then give our overall thoughts on it. On Monday, we got a character with Bowser, which on the website states, Bowser, who's the greatest nemesis of all? It's King Bowser! In Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, his power and weight make him a reliable fighter. Use his fire breath to keep opponents at bay, then use his damaging attacks to launch them off the stage. He transforms into Giga Bowser for his final smash and delivers a super powerful punch.
Oof.
Yeah, oof indeed. Especially in the text where it says it's King Bowser, it instantly reminded me of Hotel Mario, where it's like, it's from Bowser!
I love that video.
Yeah, that's actually from the original Philips CDI Hotel Mario game.
Yeah. All toasters toast.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that game anymore. So with Bowser, he seems to be relatively unchanged, except from losing his up throw combos, unfortunately.
Yeah. Although there are quite a lot of technical changes that we can only see through gameplay and stuff, but in terms of like moves, they're more or less the same or variants.
In terms of design, he seems to be a bit more, not dark, but a bit more like kind of how you would imagine Bowser being like a villain character. Like in Smash 4, kind of looks a bit bright, even though he has his own original Smash Bros. Design. But still, it's nice to see like Bowser having a bit of an upgrade haul on his character model.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Melee Bowser a bit.
Yeah, the Melee Bowser is kind of like this weird, like dark tanned Bowser.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah, same. And other than that, he since he was playable in the pre-release demo builds, according to a lot of people, he doesn't have his up throw combos anymore, and he now has a new down smash where instead of spinning in place, it's kind of like a double swipe on either side. It's kind of similar to, you could say, like Link's down smash, but it depends if it might actually be, or not like Link's down smash specifically. I think it matches more like Marth's down smash or Samus's down smash. But again, it depends like how much coverage it has. Maybe it might be a good ledge trap or edge guard move, or maybe two frame if two frames still remain in the game till release.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of his get up attack a little bit.
Oh yeah, certainly, because it kind of like uses his hand claws.
Yeah.
Also, another thing that people notice is that his in Smash 4 he actually got like a new in Smash 4 he got a unique new ability exclusive to him called Tough Guy, which like actually allows him to like not get flinched by weaker attacks at lower percents.
Yeah, that's right.
And according to many players, it seems that Tough Guy ability actually got buffed and it can actually withstand weaker attacks up to like, I don't know, like 80-90%?
Oh wow. I heard something about his Tough Guy where apparently it can resist attacks like with a blink shot, and people saw it toughening out against Mewtwo. No, not Mewtwo. Yeah, people saw it was so strong that people saw it resisting the first two hits of Mewtwo's up smash.
Oh, I see. So it's basically like weaker attacks don't flinch him.
Which is pretty interesting. I can just imagine him grabbing as he's doing an up smash. So it's a pretty good punishment too.
Yeah, I remember in Smash 4, or like still in Smash 4, Mega Man's like pellets or lemons don't really flinch Bowser at low percent, so it's really hard to deal with Bowser.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he just kind of walks through them or runs.
So you just need to like get the closer hitbox on Mega Man's and Nair, because the closer hitbox has like more knockback. Other than that,
yeah. Bowser Bomb now meteors at the beginning of its descent.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh no! So it's basically just like one of Me Brawler's custom down B.
Yeah.
Oh well. So I guess now we have another method to Bowser side.
Yeah, I also heard that his up B has slightly more knockback for the end for the last hit, just a bit more.
Yeah, I think that'll be good, especially if it's the same in the air as well. Because in Smash 4, whenever you try to like recover with Bowser's up B or even like DK, but at least with DK you still have the first hit that has like a really crazy, not crazy, but like really high knockback. With Bowser, when you're trying to recover and you can't really like reverse edge guard them, or you can't really like get them out of your way, so that you can like get an opportunity to reverse edge guard them.
Right, yeah.
Also, you got a new Final Smash, which would be hype if Final Smash meters become legal.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
But if he still has that, like how people are theorizing that if Bowser still has the Marth Final Smash property where it kills at zero, then rip.
Ooh, rip, yeah.
Because his Final Smash, the way they showcase it is that he can just punch anyone on the screen, and if it hits someone, they just get screen KO'd.
Yeah, it just seems really strong for a Final Smash.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, for whatever reason, again, last week with King Dedede, Bowser doesn't have any memory post.
Yeah, just it's like all the villains just don't get their credibilities due.
Yeah. Alright, so moving on to next day, on Tuesday, we got another character.
Today's fighter is Toon Link. He's smaller and faster than Link. His bombs explode with a unique anime style. For his final smash, he emits light from his left hand, and any opponents hit by it are trapped in the Triforce, subject to a punishing gauntlet of attacks.
When I first had heard that about the bombs exploding with a unique anime style, I'm like, wait, was Wind Waker ever referred to be as like an anime before?
Yeah, like what? I don't know.
I think I have a feeling that the translators kind of messed up.
Yeah, anime style just sounds weird.
Yeah, I think it's more cartoony, or because I would agree with the anime style if Nintendo themselves, or like with Wind Waker, if they actually acknowledge it as anime style, and like if with the Breath of the Wild, they specifically said that the art style is kind of meant to evoke like the feeling you get by looking at the painting.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's interesting.
So that's okay. I mean, really strange choice of words, but okay. Also, I like his character render where it's kind of inspired from the box art of Phantom Hourglass on the DS.
That's right, yeah. I didn't think about that.
Like the expression on his face is literally taken from that box art.
Yeah, it looks just like it.
So yeah, with Toon Link, well, unfortunately he wasn't playable in the demo build, so there's not much else we can really say about him except that he still has the same Final Smash.
We know that his forward smash has been changed to just a single upwards swing this time.
Yeah, it's kind of like Robin's Fair.
Yeah, all I can think of now is that his spin attack sword now has like a blue stream to it, like in Wind Waker, but that's just more of an aesthetic. But yeah.
Yeah, I think they did that on purpose so that they can distinguish his up B from regular Link and Young Link, because now that we have three Links with spin attacks.
That's true.
I imagine what Young Link's up B like animation, like it's gonna be the same animation, but like how would it be aesthetically different from a regular Link and Toon Link?
Yeah, I agree. That'd be interesting to see.
And other than that, his model looks more, I'd say, more true to his character. Like in Smash 4, for whatever reason, his model looks like a toy, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. It could have more emotion. In this one, they definitely gave him more expression, which is cool.
Yeah, he looks more lifelike, I'd say.
Yeah.
Kind of like how with Pinocchio, you give the boy life. Now he's with more expressions.
I'm a real boy. But anyway.
Fortunately, unlike Bowser, we actually got a memory post for Toon Link, and
Oof.
and yeah, with Toon Link's memory post, it's translated by Source Gaming. Says today's memory 43, Toon Link. He hails from the 2002 Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Toon Link begins his journey on his birthday on Outset Island. During his adventures, he encounters a talking boat, travels a vast sea, and controls the wind with the Wind Waker.
No, just casual stuff, you know.
And just casual, everyday preteen stuff. You know, you're just going around, you see sea, and you see a random talking boat. Yeah, that's completely normal. But As for Wind Waker, I've actually never played it.
Neither have I actually.
So another thing that I really like with Toon Link is that yeah, he's basically based on its Wind Waker incarnation, but like in its trailer you have the Triforce Heroes music. They're actually like pulling stuff from the other Zelda games where Link's you could say like art style is more reminiscent to Toon Link's.
That's right. Yeah.
Like you got Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Triforce Heroes, Four Swords Adventure. So that's actually pretty neat that Sakurai's, even though he is based on a single like specific Link or specific incarnation of Link, he's still like filling the character with so much references and like so much like love that everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, it shows that he really cares for the game and for the community. I guess his model is, you know how the colors are more like it has like a sort of, the characters in Ultimate all have a slight like have a unique tone to them in terms of color. His clothes look like they're woven or stitched up like in Brawl.
That's the same case with like Mario's overalls as well. You can like literally see the button stitched on his overalls.
Oh, I see, that's true.
All right, so moving on to next day on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, as usual, we get a new piece of music, and the music for Wednesday being from Pikmin. And on the website it states, "Today's music. You can now listen to Pikmin main theme. Doesn't it bring back memories of that title screen with all the Pikmin swaying? Please enjoy Hideki Sakamoto's arrangement."
I personally did like the song, but it's not as hype as say the others they shown.
And in my opinion, I feel this is the weakest music preview that we've got so far on the website. Like, I know people were kind of bummed with the Metal Gear Solid soundtrack we got, but at least that had like some sort of like when you hear the music, you can like tell like what direction the composer is going for. When I heard this theme, I was like thinking like, what direction is the composer going for? Like, do you want like more like serene, more like quiet, ambient, or do you want to go for like full straight up rock? So it's
Yeah.
kind of it's kind of like the problem Breath of the Wild has. It's just random music pieces and just playing randomly.
It's very avant-garde. It's very strange.
So with this music, this one's composed by Hideki Sakamoto, and they seem to actually have contributed to, or actually have collaborated with some of the composers, doing arrangement for Smash 4.
Yeah, he's done various arrangements.
He's done work for like Bomberman, Castlevania Judgment, for various games, not like specific to a franchise or even a company. I guess people who liked it, more power to them, and more Pikmin music. Like I don't really like. I know people might take it a bit negatively, but I don't like hate Pikmin music. But I feel like this music didn't really like hold the meaning of Pikmin, in my opinion.
Yeah, I understand. Ever since Brawl, when I would like listen to the tunes on the settings for all the stages, I just never liked the Pikmin music in general. I mean, it's good for playing the game, right? Playing the Pikmin game, but when you play a game like Smash, it's just so strange. The fact that there's a soundtrack that's just environmental noises kind of proves my point of it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Moving on from the music, on the same day, we got a stage being a Brawl returning stage.
Today's stage, Summit. This stage is so exciting. I'll just go right there. When the summit of the mountain clears up, you can slide down the incline straight into the ocean. There are tons of details to take in. The aurora floats over the mountaintop, polar bear with sunglasses and swimming trunks in the ocean, and there's even a mysterious fish that tries to eat the fighters. ...
This indeed is an exciting stage.
I was sold until the polar bear with sunglasses.
To me, this stage actually reminds me of Rivals of Ether, because Rivals of Ether is like a game inspired by Smash Brothers with like actual wave dashing and like more technical, more like competitive techniques as seen in Melee. And in that game, you can't hang on ledges.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And on Summit, you can't hang on ledges either. And other than that, I believe there's the Animal Crossing stage from 3DS, Tortimer Island, that has like an RNG chance of like both of the sides or either sides having no ledge at all.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
There's no chance this is legal.
Yeah, no way.
And as for the Omega and Battlefield versions, if they still have the For Glory mode, then it'll occasionally pop up there. But I think the stage hazardless version would be like just like would either be would either lack the fish, or you won't have that segment where the whole stage like falls off an iceberg.
Yeah, I agree. One thing I'm hoping is that they remove the ice effect, the sliding effect in the Omega stages. Or
Yeah,
maybe
they have to. Yeah, they have to remove that slipping effect on Omega stages. Otherwise, it won't be legal, or it'll be like really unfair for some characters. I know in Smash 4, even in some of the Omega stages, the stages that have like grass terrain actually have more traction.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that is true. I forgot about that.
So it's very minor, but it can actually make or break a game for you.
That's interesting, though.
And I'm wondering that as this is the only Ice Climber stage we got, do you think we'll get Icicle Mountain from Melee?
Ah, that'd be pretty cool. I hope so. I'd love to see the Hazards Off version. That'd be pretty cool as well.
Right, so on to next day, on Thursday, we got another character.
Today's fighter, number 60, Ryu. Ryu is a special character. You can use directional command inputs to trigger his special moves, executing moves like the Hadouken and Shoryuken, using the commands from the original game, which will raise his power. Their power. You can even use the Shakunetsu Hadouken by inputting left, down, right, then tapping the attack button while facing right. What's your opinion on Ryu?
Well, glad to see Ryu back in Smash Ultimate, and like it's kind of weird to think that we have an actual fighting game character in Smash.
Like a true fighting game character.
Yeah, because with Smash you have all these characters that are from their own respective games. Like yeah, you could say with like Little Mac, but Little Mac's game isn't necessarily like a multiplayer fighting game or competitive game. It's just like not necessarily story driven, but just a single player game with kind of like boxing mechanics. But Ryu isn't like like he's an original character, but Ryu is an original character from a specific fighting game series.
Yeah, one that is most definitely like a true fighting game. No offense to like Ultimate.
So yeah, with Ryu, his design overall, it's more reminiscent of his design from Street Fighter V.
Oh yeah, he looks way more. He looks sharp, and his hair is like spikier. It just looks less toony. Spiked hair and that like his overall look is actually based on his Street Fighter V design. I really want to play Street Fighter 5, by the way.
I really hope this kind of, I don't really think this is ever going to happen, but a Street Fighter port on the Switch would be really fun.
Oh, that would be so fun. I would buy that immediately.
Imagine like an exclusive character in Street Fighter V, Captain Falcon.
Oh! No. Ganondorf.
You can't get inside, you can just side B and tech chase in Street Fighter.
I would love Street Fighter for the Switch.
Yeah, we already have the Anniversary Collection on the Switch.
Oh yeah, we do. I forgot about that. I feel bad.
No, but I really hope that the modern Street Fighter games actually make it to the Switch.
I hope so too.
Because the most modern Street Fighter game is on the 3DS, Street Fighter 4 3D edition.
I didn't even know there was one for the 3DS.
Yeah, I got it, and it's not really meant to be played on 3DS.
Oof.
Like yeah, you have that 3D novelty on the 3DS, but especially now how Nintendo's catering 3DS games to be played mostly on 2DS, it's basically obsolete at this point.
That's right.
So yeah, overall in terms of how he plays in Ultimate, he's playable in the demo build, so we do know a lot about him. Now Ryu's not only is he like he still has his command inputs all as we already read on the website, he can actually do them now in the air as well.
That's right, yeah.
Like he could actually do that in the air in Smash 4 as well, but in Smash Ultimate he can actually cancel his aerials into those command inputs.
It's pretty awesome. It's so cool.
It's awesome indeed, for sure. But I wonder how more salty players will get.
That is true. I am expecting a lot of salt from people in the receiving end.
Yeah. And additionally, like in his own games or like any other traditional fighting games, in 1v1s, he always faces the opponent.
That's right. I love the effect. It makes him more true and makes him such a unique character. Although it'd be harder to do a back air. Although you wouldn't really need to.
Yeah, people were initially kind of worried that maybe it would be hard to do a raw reverse aerial rush back air, but it turns out that it's not like that difficult. But it's actually a really good change. It also indirectly, or I'm not sure, unintentionally buffs Ryu because you can't cross him up now. Since he faces his opponent, doing the command inputs is much easier as opposed to Smash 4, where you actually had to manually face your opponent and do the command input. And I know that people who play other traditional fighting games had a problem with Ryu that since he didn't face his opponent all the time, they had to like manually face towards them. And in other traditional fighting games, your character 24/7 faces your opponent despite wherever you're standing or facing. So that actually makes people who play other games, it actually helps them get into Smash, or helps them playing Ryu in Smash, as at least in 1v1 battles. And with Final Smash meters, you can basically have Street Fighter with Ryu Dittos in 1v1s.
Oh, that would be so cool, actually. Oh, that's actually so cool now that I think about it.
Ryu only, Omega Suzaku Castle, Final Smash meter on, stamina mode.
Oof. Damn. That's the only way to make it like a real Street Fighter game, or similar.
That's the closest way to play Street Fighter 5 on your Switch.
Yeah. I remember Ryu's double jump actually has slightly more height. I know that's a really small thing, but I kind of noticed it a bit.
Yeah, characters have been like getting minor buffs in terms of height, distance, or like especially with grounded jumps, how they instantly reach the apex of their first jump. Other than that, also another really subtle change people notice, or maybe I think it might be a buff, is that I think when you try to like jab near an opponent, he actually automatically does his up tilt.
Oh. Interesting.
Because in Street Fighter, when you try to do the normal, I believe, light attack, and when someone's like in near proximity, the game automatically makes it like his up tilt animation.
That is actually interesting. I didn't know that.
Again, really happy to see Ryu back, and this time they're like pulling, again, like we initially said, that they're pulling his design more from Street Fighter 5 design. It's kind of like really crazy to think like Street Fighter 5 cross Breath of the Wild, cross Xenoblade Chronicles, cross Pokemon.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you got 10 years past and you told someone like I'm from the future and Pikachu and Ryu are in the same game?
You'd be like, what? You're lying.
Speaking about Ryu, do you think we'll get a Ken Echo Fighter?
I would love that. That'd be pretty cool. I'd love to play as a He-Man.
Ken is the very first clone character in fighting games.
Right, yeah, he is. He has pretty much the same moves as Ryu.
He's basically like the Luigi of Street Fighter.
Yeah. Except he didn't die.
So with Ryu, similar to Toon Link, we actually got a memory.
The first game in the series that was sold on home consoles was Street Fighter 2. When you look at the manual, you can see how old Ryu would be. He's an old man.
It's actually kind of interesting that they're referencing, like even for third-party characters, they're going like way beyond to reference their Nintendo debuts.
I like that though. It's cool.
I actually wondered what image would Cloud's memory have if he actually does get a memory.
Oh, that's interesting. I think they just referenced Final Fantasy VII.
I think since in the direct we came to know that Final Fantasy VII is also like releasing on Switch next year. I can see like kind of like a mock-up image of Final Fantasy VII on the Switch.
That would be interesting, yeah.
Moving on to next day, and again the final day with Thursday, and I think like they're like since last week, I think they kind of got the nice excuse to omit Fridays now, I guess.
Yeah.
And that one being the Isabelle character reveal trailer from Nintendo Direct that aired last night.
Yes.
You guys must have seen my reaction to it, and I know it was actually quite bare bones. I'm so sorry. It was already past midnight for me, and I was just like reacting accordingly and seeing like what I could notice. And to me, she feels like a semi-clone, similar to how, again, like how I said in the reaction, like kind of like Mars and Roy, or Mario and Dr. Mario.
I agree. I think I'd love to play as her.
Yeah, she looks fun, and kind of interesting is that her supposedly down B is like kind of like Snake's down smash from Brawl that got cut.
Oh, that's true! Oh my god, I didn't think about that.
It's basically a combination of Wilder's side B and Snake's Brawl down smash.
Yeah.
except that the Lloyd rocket actually travels vertically.
Do you think it could actually? Do you think it would be multi-hit to send you up, or just one strong hit?
I think in the trailer it is a multi-hit.
It is multi-hit. Oof.
I think the reason why it's multi-hit is so that Ryu players don't like purposefully or like deliberately focus stack into it and just cancel the mine.
I can see that. Yeah.
What's your like? What was your reaction to it? How did you feel, or how did you feel as the trailer progressed?
When I saw her, I was like, oh my, she's in Smash, isn't she? And then I thought it was really cute how they did the trailer. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I think it's such a good trailer because they didn't just reveal Isabelle. They revealed that they were gonna release a new Animal Crossing in 2019. So it's like a double yeet for everyone.
I know people who were kind of like hoping for Animal Crossing Switch were kind of like bummed at first or kind of upset at first, but then they're like, oh yes, finally, Animal Crossing on the Switch.
Yeah.
Isabelle, good to see people who really wanted her, and now in terms of her, the way she's in Smash Ultimate, again, already talked about her down B being the potentially being the mine. Her neutral air kind of reminds me of Lucario's Nair.
Oh yeah, I know. I didn't think about that. That's true. Except she has pom-poms. I think her up tilt is the broom, right, instead of the stick.
Yeah, it's kind of like a slower version of Cloud's up tilt.
Yeah, I like the party popper forward smash. That's pretty cool. I heard two different theories about the stop sign that came up.
Yeah, I'm super confused what that move is.
I heard two theories. One of them is it has a weird mechanic that stops your traction, and the other one is that it's just an up smash, and Sonic just so happened to quickly stop running.
When I first saw that, again in the reaction, I thought that was like a mini version of Alolan Executor.
Oh my God.
I think if you use it properly, this actually might be a really good, not like ledge trap, or maybe ledge trap, or more of like an edge guard where you actually limit your opponent's options of recovering.
Yeah, it would be pretty bad for Little Mac. Like, I can imagine him hit it. If it's like a real object that just stays there for a bit, I can imagine Little Mac maybe not recovering properly, trying to go above the stage. But his character model is pushed, away from the stage slightly, and then you just have a chance to do anything to him as he's, helpless.
I love how we're whatever like random gimmick we think of. Most of the time, we're just thinking of Little Mac's options.
That's true.
I mean, he is the footsies character, like who really relies on ground movement.
Yeah. One of the things I'm really excited about with Belle is how different her pocket will be, or if not, maybe it's the same. But if it's different, what mechanics will be and everything.
Yeah, maybe the frames of intangibility are different, or maybe the multiplier she gets after pocketing it out is a bit different than villagers.
Yeah, or maybe she could pocket more easier because of the bigger. I don't want to say hitbox, bigger.
Pick a bigger pocket box.
Yeah, bigger pocket box, but maybe less damage or something.
Yeah, maybe. I see what you're trying to say. Like, she might actually be like a more user-friendlier version of villager.
Yeah.
even though she has that mind down B.
Yeah. I love her side B as well. It's so cool.
Is side B the fishing rod?
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
It seems to be a command grab.
Yeah, that's actually so disrespectful for like Little Mac players.
Oh yeah, imagine a Little Mac player recovering low, and you just side B fishing rod him.
I can imagine like he's basically dead, but you fish hook him anyway, and you're just looking at him on your rod, just looking at his face, and you're like, I caught a Mac.
I think the fishing rod is gonna be really not broken, but really useful in doubles.
Oh yes, definitely. That's just
In doubles, say Isabelle's like holding someone in her fishing rod, her teammate can just join in and do more damage on the victim.
Yeah. Oh yeah, her up B is really cute as well.
I think she has like a balloon similar to villagers up B, where once you pop it, she goes to free fall.
Yeah, I believe so. What is that bucket of water thing?
That's her down smash.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
And it appears to be a wind box because it's a water effect. But based on the footage that we got, she actually does her down smash on a Falco doing his up B, but it actually flinches Falco.
Oh, I guess it could still be used for a decent edge guard. Maybe if you barely miss it, it can have a bit of a push effect. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're trying to, like, what specific utility they'll have, because if it's a win box, then why would it need to, or why is it flinching?
Yeah, I really love the expressions they gave her. I'm just looking at them properly, and it's like,
Her expressions are specifically like apparent, or you can like see them more clearly, especially with the taunts.
I love her taunts too. I love. She's just such a cool character. I'm really excited to use her.
So yeah, with Isabelle, that was the update they had for Thursday, or technically the night between Thursday and Friday here in Europe. But they didn't specifically had a separate update for Friday, similar to last week's Friday.
That's right. Yeah.
So I guess they kind of got an excuse to miss or omit Fridays now.
Yeah.
I guess that's all for this week. This week was actually quite interesting. I mean, even without Isabelle, the characters that they cover were actually like some of the more interesting characters, I would say.
I agree. Some of which we got a lot of technical differences, game-changing mechanics.
So yeah, is there anything else you want to say, T?
Eat pizza.
Eat pizza when Smash releases.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, before we should end, I think we should also talk about the Switch bundle that they announced.
Oh, that's right. They announced a Switch bundle. It's actually a pretty good price if you calculate how much each individual item is.
You have the Smash Joy-Cons, the Smash Dock. I personally just want that Smash Dock.
Yeah, pretty much. Just
It'll be a nice excuse for me to have another dock. So yeah, with that, I guess that's all for this week. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And just as T reminded us quite dearly, is to always eat pizza whenever you can.
yes.
So yeah, hope to see you guys in the next special discussion. Until then, goodbye guys.
Bye.